Numerous times, I've taken cases that were either rejected by other lawyers or were worked on and then dropped by them, or where the original lawyer had asked the court to be excused from continuing. That happened in a case involving a defective highway in New York that resulted in a car leaving the road, crashing, and causing my passenger client to suffer brain damage. Another lawyer had worked on that case for 4 years. He concluded that he had hit a dead end. I was later told he'd consulted with an Albany County Supreme Court judge who advised him to bring the case to me. I worked on it for another 8 years. The victim was a passenger in a vehicle that had crashed into a tree after attempting to avoid being sideswiped. The driver had swerved onto the shoulder of Route 32 near Saugerties, New York. The shoulder of the road was not built to code and was poorly maintained. Those two factors led the driver to overcorrect and crashed into a tree. Among the state's key witnesses was the cop, Officer Heidkamp, who responded to the crash. I intercepted him at the police station one day during the trial and convinced him to meet with me after he got off his shift. After going over some photos, we drove up to the scene of the accident. Despite being 12 years after the incident, Officer Heidkamp remembered quite a bit of detail from that day. After discussion, Officer Heidkamp had realized that the state was wrong and testified on our behalf. The Attorney General arguing the case was livid, but there was nothing that he could do about it. The judge, a former Marine, like the victim's father, awarded the family $19.5 million. The state appealed, hoping to get the award reduced or overturned, but the appellate court actually increased the award by another $1.5 million.